city. I got all my people with me. See the suckers in the city. Gotta put them for the air. Yeah, we good in the city. I got all my people with me. See the suckers in the city. We gotta put them for the air. Hey, come and have a seat. Got a point in here. This what training top is me. We got a vibe you can't deny. We too hot like it's July. Got you feeling like that girl. Got you feeling like that guy. Yeah, we good in the city. I got all my people with me. See the suckers in the city. Gotta put them for the air.
Toast to the things.
Damn, you want to try to bottle with yours?
Straight out of bottle. Toast to the things. Ready?
It's your boy, Wise Guy Q, the mouth of the South, and you already know that we back like
Back!
yes.
And
sir.
what else? And what else?
That just mean we ain't never left.
Already. And we good. And you already know it's your girl, Southside 100 to be exact. Your neighbor with all the flavor, all the oh wait, I can't dab on them because my kids might. But yeah, y'all know the vibe. You see what I'm saying? And they with everything. You see what I'm saying going on. Shout out to my team, Keepin It 100 Talk Show. Shout out to the mob, the Goody Mob. If you already haven't liked, shared, subscribed, all that good stuff, hit the notification bell because we know you here. So show us you here. But today we have our special guest in the building.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself for my audience, man.
Man, I feel bad. I ain't got no rhyme. I ain't
You
got
know
no
what?
shot within the rhyme. Y'all got a whole thing, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm vigilante.
And period. That's the mic drop.
Nah,
Period. I'm vigilante. That's the mic
That
drop.
shit unique. Like nobody just go by vigilante.
yeah.
Where you get that from, man?
A TV show where a white guy was filming the police breaking the law. It's called Video Vigilante. It's an old show. I'm surprised more people don't know about it because that's some epic shit.
Yeah,
And I looked up what that word meant, and I was like, yeah, this is it right here.
what the word mean?
A person who takes matters into his own hands because he finds regular enforcement to be inadequate.
Okay.
And that's what you consider yourself as? That type of...
That's just the type of action that I take just with anything that I see. Like you know that video, like Abusi, when he saw that woman getting yelled at, and then he like just stood up for her and was like, don't yell at that lady, I'll fight you right now. Like that's the type of shit I be on. Like shit like that.
What's your sign?
I don't want to say it. You got to figure it out. If that shit is real, you should know it.
So you were taking up like the underdog.
All the time. Because I feel like we are the underdogs.
What's your sign, man?
You really want to know?
Astrologist.
I'm going to give her like 5 more minutes to figure it out.
5 minutes
Yeah.
is a long time.
Y'all count down.
Y'all count down because
She gonna cheat.
People attention
I'm
long.
a guess.
I forgot 5 minutes.
We're going to leave it to her memory then. She got it.
I'm observe a little bit more, but I have an idea.
This big bull gang over here.
Yeah, big Taurus, big bull.
Both of y'all?
Yeah.
My ex was a Taurus.
Yeah,
For sure.
Mm.
Absolutely.
So that tells me a lot.
Yeah, she was very stubborn. She took a long time to make decisions.
Yeah, that's a big trait, big stuff.
She was very sexual. She's actually an OnlyFans star now.
Big sex.
Turn up, sis. Shout her out. Turn up,
I
sis.
ain't about to shout her out.
Why?
First of all, that's my ex. And second of all, I ain't no sex worker fan.
Wait. OnlyFans is not all sex work.
I'm talking about what she's doing on there. I'm not talking about OnlyFans itself.
Okay, you a subscriber.
And to her?
Yeah.
No, I mean.
So how you know what she doing if you haven't subscribed?
Can I say it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the new Pornhub?
Instagram.
No, not Instagram. You get banned. Twitter.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Twitter does not.
So
Censorship.
how many followers you got?
Yeah, I'm starting to don't do that. Not too
How many
much.
followers you got, bro?
Not too much.
I got enough.
Okay, so if you had 100,000 followers and you was verified and you had an ex, don't you feel like that you would know people would tell you the shit they doing? Okay, so that's how I know. So no, I'm not subscribed to that bullshit because I can do what she's doing. Well, I was doing what she was doing to her for years, and I can do what she's doing to her to every other girl in Atlanta for free without having to pay for it.
Okay, so not trying to put her out there. Did this start with like as far as her business? Okay, it started after.
Yeah. At first, she was doing this. She made these. I'm the one who told her to make it in rapper chains. And everywhere that I go, everybody like, yo, that's unique. I fuck with that. How much are those? I want those. But she's not business savvy, so she wasn't able to put it together. And I'm not gonna do it for you. I already made my career. I can't make yours, but I can put you in position to do so. When I was in the studio with Dondria, she was giving her crystals and talking over stuff. I can put you in position because you would have never met her without me. So just stuff like that. If you don't put yourself in position, then you end up on OnlyFans.
I can dig it.
Okay.
Okay,
are you Aquarius?
No.
That's
That's the first fail. She just failed twice.
No.
So
Scorpio didn't come all the way out though, cause I stopped. I held back.
1.5.
I held back.
Yeah, it was like one of them back when you go like this and then the person
I held back.
Right? Yeah, so that's 1.5. So she got another half and a 1.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess again. Yo, your business savvy, it give me Sag a little bit.
That's it.
But
I shouldn't have said it. I should have just let it float.
What's so crazy? That was the first thing I said. Now, the reason why I said Aquarius is because Aquarius, they think they just know everything. And I was like, the confidence of this man, I was like, he might have, but the business mind of yours, every Sag I've ever ran into, male or female, but especially the men, it's just like that. Like, I could put you in the position to win. Yeah. Even I will give you the position to win, but that's all. They're gonna give it to you.
I definitely gave it to her.
They're gonna give it to you, but
definitely.
But see, I know a little something. You feel me? Not too much.
You was a business man. You wear many hats. You like an actor, artist, a model, public figure, influencer.
Yeah.
I be saying celebrity boxing. What's that hitting up?
Like as far as the money, or as far as like the backstory, or
the backstory. How you started boxing?
So it started with the breakup with her.
I had to release some tension and shit.
I really ain't know what was going on. Like, we was together for 4 years, so I really felt bad about that breakup. And we had a dog together too. That was like my son, and I was just torn about that. Like, I'm like, damn, I really wanted to get back with her, but we not seeing eye to eye at all. Like, it was in therapy and everything, and then she gave up on the therapy. So it was just like, damn, this is bad. And so after talking to many breakup coaches and people who do like mental health and shit, because my shit was fucked up for a little bit, because after a while I didn't want to be with her no more, but I just felt wrong about what happened, if that makes sense. So then I was like, you know what, man, let me get back on my shit. Like, let me get back in the gym. Let me something to get my focus back right. I changed my diet. I went from ground beef to everything being ground turkey. I went from everything being like regular noodles to like what they call it, you probably know more about this, zucchini shells and stuff like that. Like, I just went straight healthy and then just improved and upgraded myself. Okay. And then I went and got verified on Instagram. So like, I really shot up. And then one day I was just like, I never tapped into underwear modeling. And that's when you see the picture of me in those Levi's. And you seen it?
I did.
You did? So that's where you see that picture at, and that came from my boxing workout. So I said, you know what, let me keep on doing this. And I kept doing it, and I'm going to a gym where everybody there pro fight or amateur fight. So when I'm in there sparring with them, I'm in there just playing around.
But that's just working out.
I'm working out in general.
Yeah.
And I'm just playing around with them, but they for real, because they fight for real. Yeah. So one of them days I got popped in my mouth. Boom. Went to the bathroom, took out my mouth guard, it was blood in it. And I told myself, if I'm a boxer, I need to take this serious, even if I'm just doing it for workout. And then what did I see getting casted next? Creed 3. So I wanted to be in Creed 3, and I think they're either about to film or they're filming right now. So I said, I'm going to start boxing now so I can get my training in. And then Head Crack from 107.9, he fought Kimbo Slice Jr. And I was supposed to be his sparring partner for the fight. Dame, the CEO of Celebrity Boxing, put up a post the day after we closed that and said, who do y'all want to see next in Celebrity Boxing? So who been boxing for a year now? Me. So what did my fans do? Well, right to that post and said we want to see him. And then when they did that, Dame made another video a week later and said, okay, so it was Vigilante. Y'all want to see him? We gonna go with him. And I just kept doing it, and my body just got more chiseled and more bulky. And
how was your first fight?
I haven't had it yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm very good.
Okay.
I ain't even gonna lie, I'm really good.
Okay. I see you. So ain't nobody just popping you in the mouth like that no
ain't
more.
Gonna happen.
It took that one time.
I would beat the dog shit out of anybody now.
It took that one time.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that the boxing helped you get through your breakup?
Yeah, 100%.
And all the things, like the different emotions and stuff you was going through?
Yeah. I really, like, in a weird way,
because I ain't gonna hold you. It's hard to get over a Taurus, baby, because we stick. Shout out to Sis.
The reason, I don't know if it got anything. The reason that I didn't want to do it was because I'm just not a quitter. I don't quit on nothing that I do. And I'm not a failure. So when you're in a situation where you can't help what another person does, just like what she's doing right now, then you conflicted. I'm a Sag. We win. Nicki, Sag. Jay-Z, Sag. This is what we do. We win. So if Jay-Z was to lose B, you already seen how emotional he get on his records about her and about the breakup that they was about to have for the cheating that he was doing. So you see it. He don't have to give a fuck. He Jay-Z. But do he? Yes. Because that's just how we are as Sages. When she lost Safari, you saw what it did to her. We don't.
She piped the fuck up.
Well, that's what it looked like. But she wouldn't have been talking about it if she didn't care. Songs like, damn, she don't make good albums no more, but what's the song? Better Lies. That's about Safari. If y'all ever heard that song. So, yeah, shit like that. That's what I was conflicted about. I ain't got nothing to do with her being a tourist. Fuck that girl. Especially since my new girl way better.
Period.
Girls way better.
No, girls. Let's get into it. You said girls with an S. Let's get into it.
Look at me.
Well, to be honest, I've always been a ladies' man since I was like in like the 2nd grade.
Do you think monogamy is really possible? Like,
yeah, monogamy is
seriously.
possible, but we're African American. What's the first part of that?
Africa.
So what do they have over there?
King and queen.
Multiple wives. The only people that's not sinking in with is our women.
That's just our society.
Because we're colonized.
Right.
We're not even speaking our native tongue right now. We're not even supposed to be talking like this, dressing like this. No, they're supposed to have on dashikis and all types of head wraps and all types of shit. This is all Americanized. What we're in right now. This is not our natural habitat at all. So the way that we think and the way we go about stuff, we don't do the natural thing. If I'm dating you and you're beautiful, then and I see another girl and she's bad too, if I look at her, that don't mean I'm doing anything bad to you. She's beautiful too. If you can't acknowledge that, there's something wrong with you. So that's just the way that I live my life. And with every girl that's around me, understand that. When I go to the club and I'm with one girl and I invite another girl, they embrace each other. Hey girl, how you doing? You so fine. You come back to the crib, you that's how you're supposed to live life. I don't understand how everybody else lives that other way. That's their business though.
That you make it sound easy.
It is easy. It's made difficult.
You talking more like you just living free, or you talking about like
Both.
being with multiple girlfriends?
Both.
So could you be committed to?
Yeah, I had the structure. I had a poly relationship with the last girl. In the last 6 months of our relationship, we had another girlfriend.
So let's get into that, because I'm very interested in that. You know, I had a previous interview. He was more so an entanglement versus a poly.
What's an entanglement to you?
I just think he got caught cheating and convinced his girlfriend that she was something else, and she still hate her, and you feel me? He's still dealing with both of them.
He was caught between some shit.
Yeah, he was just in an entanglement.
No offense to that man, if y'all like related to him or that's y'all friend, but that sounds like a pussy ass individual. Because
and why would you say?
Somebody like myself, if I fuck with an attractive woman and she's for me and she's with me, if I fuck with another one, that means I see the same qualities in her that I see in you. So therefore, y'all will like each other.
But would that be you like being greedy?
No. What do you mean being greedy? I'm a rich man. This whole world is mine. What are you saying?
Okay, so let her have the same outlook. Do you allow your women to have the same outlook.
As far as the other men?
Mm-hmm.
That's a conversation that we always end up having, but then at the end of the conversation, they don't want to go that route. Or just being around me naturally, they don't see anything that they can gain from having another dude in the equation. Plus, the way that we think about it as men is like, this is us, this microphone, and then everything that falls underneath it is our empire. That's what we built. So when it's like something else that's next to it, it just don't operate like that because we have too much masculinity and testosterone. It's not that we're territorial over our women like we have ownership on some Ike Turner shit, but we just feel like that the work that we put in is ours and we can share it when it don't come to us being in love with the same people as men. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, I've had multiple women that if you decide that you want to do your own thing, I'm not going to stop you. But just know that it's always going to be different after that. You're not going to be in the same position that you had before that.
But why? Because you're in the top position?
Yeah, I'm always in the top position. You seen my Instagram?
I did.
Okay.
I went through.
All right, so that means I want you to think of it like this. There's over 500 million users on Instagram. There's 1% with a blue check and 10% with 100,000 followers. That means that literally every single girl that's on the app is looking for me. Not me specifically, but you get what I'm saying.
But what, looking for a blue check?
No, not a blue check. I don't even like being called a blue check. I've been called that too much in the past year. Looking for somebody that's in that position to put them in that position. Would you date a bum?
I wouldn't. I have though.
No, every girl has a bum story. It's not surprising.
You know, every guy does too.
But we have more. We have more because we're less superficial. Because I can take a bum and turn her into a millionaire. You can't.
Who can?
More than likely, I could before you could. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, because you're willing to. I'm not willing to turn a bum to a millionaire.
And there you go. That's the reason why. There you go.
Because why am I? When I'm too busy trying to turn myself into a millionaire.
I did both. You see the difference in the Sag and the Taurus?
Yeah. I get that. But I ain't got the time.
And I do.
I ain't got the time.
And that's why I got the empire. Because
I
took the time to do that.
But that's not going to stop my empire though.
It don't stop the empire.
It's going to slim it.
I'm bossed up a bitch before, but shit.
Hell, nigga, you bossed me up.
You know what I'm saying? She still bossed up.
And then what happened?
She was the focus on herself. She still bossed up.
Right.
And I'm still bossed up.
Right. Now, granted, there's empty sides to this table. There could be a girl here, there, here, and here that would have turned it into multi-millions rather than just one.
And I'm bossed up multiple bitches.
Right, but they're not sitting right here.
I mean, but they could be.
Right, but I'm saying, all right, I don't know if I'm translating it the correct way. When you're the leader of an empire like that, you don't go, like I'm not literally saying you don't go nowhere without them, but they're usually in closer proximity. Let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. So when I was in my last relationship, every girl knew that the main girl was the girl that I'm talking about that was on OnlyFans, and everything was synergized around her.
Okay, so that's the explanation that I'm getting to. So the new ones that you dated, you like, so when a new girl would come about, you would already give her the parameters of girl A.
Yeah.
Of top chick.
Yeah.
Like, y'all gonna respect. See, that's the difference. A lot of niggas don't do that shit.
That's the pussy shit I'm talking about.
They let their side hoes, like, get too much clout.
It's an example right
okay,
there.
don't play with you, big dog.
No, not at all. Everything I'm saying is facts. Unless they want to end up with 7 bums. They out there. Got nothing to do with me.
Okay. Let's get into this music.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. How long have we been doing music?
Since 2010. That was the year I moved down here too from Michigan.
From Michigan?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we still ain't put that triangle out there yet, so that's a whole nother episode.
That and you bossed up 2 bitches. You did. You bossed up a few bitches, but your 2 top.
Well, we've been meaning to put that out there for a minute though.
Yeah, your 2 top ones. We still doing great to this fucking day. I can say that. But how you were saying as far as like, and I ain't trying to hype my man's up because I was wondering.
Hype him up.
But how you were saying, like, in a way, where they at now? Like the two that he bossed up, you just don't see her here today. Mm-hmm. But I'm on his left and she on his right. Half of his tattoos on his left is me, and the tattoos on his right is her. But literally, like when it come down to it,
boom and boom.
Like,
and that was it.
There you go.
Yeah.
On no other bitches work that shit.
What y'all call it? Poly or polygamy?
That was the only two that were.
You dating the other girl?
no.
Oh, that's sister wives then. So yeah,
You know what? And we've always, me and her. Oh God, me and her has when we was in our little triangle,
I want to
we was
applaud you
definitely
for
sister wives.
being mature enough to even embark in that situation. 90%. The only reason that this shit is not.
Ooh, young.
Yeah, and didn't fully understand it.
We
It was
grew
just
up
like,
to that.
yeah.
It's not something to understand. We don't have heritage. We don't have history. We don't have lineage. We don't know who we are anymore. How can we understand it? But it takes a hell of a lot of maturity to undo what you know, especially when, as a woman, you probably grow up with people telling you that you need to find a dude that's going to be all about you. And if he don't, then he ain't shit. And
No, I think that part comes from growth and experience.
which part?
Like the wanting a dude to be all about me, and I like.
What was you told, bro?
What
was you told?
To be honest, I wasn't told shit. I taught myself.
Nobody told you nothing.
No.
You didn't have no aunts.
Yeah, but I wasn't told anything. It was really just what I observed myself. Like this game of love, like nobody talked to me about sex. Nobody talked to me about marriage. Nobody talked to me about relationships. Like to the point now, I have 4 daughters. I have all girls. I'm making my business to talk to them about these things because, half the shit that I went through, I know out loud now that I'm an adult and I'm mature and I get it now. I allowed myself to go through half the shit that I went through, but nobody prepared me for it. So I had to thug it for real, like for real. I had to thug it in this love game, or just in this game, period. But I finally got it.
Which part of the game or the love game?
360 all the way around.
So all of it.
Yeah, the main thing I got was like I'm 36 now. The main thing I got was I was not an adult for real until about 32.
Okay.
Now mind you, I started having kids at 18 in my 20s and stuff. Blase, blase. Been on my own since 16. I had my own places, car, everything. But me being a real adult, been paying bills for years since all that. But me actually being an adult, being a woman, a grown ass woman, I say I was a young lady until 32.
I can feel that.
After 32, I became a woman. Like I felt it. My life was different. My emotions was different. I would like literally be laying in the bed like, damn, this shit different. Like the simplest shit.
You got you a good one, bro. You did good.
For sure.
You did good.
Ever right there.
Yeah, already.
Shit.
You did good.
Let's get to know about your backstory though.
Which one?
Shit, just about you.
Oh, just in general?
So we originally from Michigan.
Yeah. Well, I'll start it for
How
you.
you come up?
Oh, like that, the come up.
Yeah.
The birth come up or
what type of person what makes you you? We want to
Yeah,
get to know you.
yeah, what
Okay,
makes
okay.
you.
Okay, so matter of fact, that one tells both. So I'm gonna start from down there. Born in Flint, raised in Benton Harbor, which is like another version of Flint. Very hood, murder rate high, not a lot of opportunity. The neighborhood that we moved into across the street, because we lived in a Habitat house, the neighborhood was so bad that when we moved into the Habitat house, they tore down the neighborhood across the street. That's how bad the project was. They tore the whole shit
That was
down
like Techwood
and started over.
in downtown.
So when that happened, I went to school in the white area, and then I lived in the black area. So I would go to school, listen to Green Day, and then I would come home and listen to Jay-Z.
Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
Yep.
I fuck with Maroon 5. And then
Yep.
I just had a very diverse upbringing. So that's when I learned about like money and education and stuff like that from being around my white friends. And then I learned how to like hustle and never be scared and embark that same energy into being, being in the hood. I remember one time I was at the basketball court and this dude was playing rough with me, and he had a reputation around town of being like that, and I didn't know, but I didn't give a fuck. Yeah. So it was playing, and he was playing rough, and I said, "If you foul me like that again, I'm gonna steal on you." So he did it, and I stole on him, and then I choked him.
Stole
on him. Somebody had to get him off. I had to get me off of him, and then I went back home. My uncle was like, "Was that a real fight?" He was in the window watching. I said, "Yeah, he was playing too rough."
Yeah.
So we went in the house. A few days later, he came back with like 50 niggas. 50 niggas. And it was just me, and I just stood on the porch, and I just looked at them, and they just looked at me. And I was just like, man, like, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Like, I earned it. I had to stand up for myself.
Right.
And then the leader came, and he looked at the dude, he looked at me, and then he was like, all right, we can go. And then they just left. It was just a mutual respect thing. And from that moment, I was like, if I ain't scared of that happening, then I ain't really scared of nothing.
Yeah.
I had never got jumped into no gangs. I ain't never been to jail. I ain't never been arrested. Because I just stayed away from that part.
So to this day.
To this day.
You really what you
was
really
a backpacker.
What's that?
Like deep in school, in the books and shit.
Oh, that.
Or you was just one that just never got caught.
I was just super smooth. That's what it was. And I was not that good in school, but I knew what to do so that I could pass. And in school, the thing about it was a fashion show, and then the older that these girls get, is the more developed that they get, and that's the less focus that I got, because that's the more famous I started getting. And when you, especially when you're a young girl, when you're 16, 17, 18, and you see somebody blowing up right in front of your face, you just ready to throw it all on them. And that happens school to school to school.
Yeah.
Over and over and over, class to class to class. So you ain't got no focus when you that guy. So I was passing, but I was just C every class. A in gym, A in art, shit like that. And I was getting by in school. And I went to college downtown. I went to SAE, Sound Audio Engineering College, because me and my mom made a deal. She was like, I want you to go to traditional college. And I was like, Mom, if I go to traditional college, the way I'm blowing up, I'm just going to be smashing these girls, working part-time and not focusing. I'm going to fail.
At least she was honest with yourself and honest with my dudes.
Because that's what I was doing when I was in high school. And she was like, okay, I'm going to take you on a tour to this one school. And we went to the school, we toured it. They had studios, they had media rooms and shit like that. And it was very hands-on from the first week we got there. They gave us Pro Tools, gave us Reason, gave us Logic, gave us GarageBand, gave us a new laptop.
SAE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Did you look into that? It was a different one.
Full Sail. They still call me to this day.
Yeah.
Full Sail. Because they like in direct competition with each other. I definitely recommend SAE though, for sure, as a graduate.
Okay.
Yeah, I still use the equipment they gave me to this day, and that was in 2015. It's 2023. 2022. By 2023. I'm in the future.
Hey, got to be.
After I graduated, it just went up from there. This is when I started building my Instagram, like 5K, 10K. I would go to sets doing background, and that's when you're extra. And then I would pass my phone around to everybody. So many bad girls that act in Atlanta, model in Atlanta, all of that stuff, and I just kind of took all of them under my wing. Mm-hmm. So it was like when I would go on set, whatever I wanted to do, I could do. Mm-hmm. Like if people would be like, you got to stand over there, I'd be like, no, I'm still over here. And there'd be so many girls over there with me, they'd be like, guess he over there.
Yeah.
And then it'd just be that. And then I just started climbing through the ranks. Went from background to featured to co-featured to co-lead to lead, and it just kept going up and up, and the money kept going up. When I saw how much I was getting paid, I said, I'm not stopping this shit.
Right.
I'm gonna keep this going. And then the phone started ringing for like clothing brands and other opportunities. And so that's like we was talking about in the elevator. It was like all the stuff I'm doing is all the shit that people like kind of opened the door for me. Like, is that Vigilante? Come over here. We fuck with you. Like, y'all fuck with me. Y'all can fuck with you. We know who you are. And then it would just open. And other doors, I would meet them there. Like I'd knock on it, and then they would know who I am. Metaphorically speaking. So that's kind of how everything came about. Then when social media became a thing where you could earn money, like from the Reels bonus program.
Man, I'm trying. I be adding the reel every other day trying to get on a little bonus program. Like, I'm going to get it, though.
You got to do it every day.
You got to do it every day.
You got to do it every day. And honestly, I would recommend twice a day. To be honest.
2 reels a day.
I post 4. But that's because when in 2015, I invented the independent media tour. Like back when podcasts first got invented and webisodes first got invented, I was the one who went from station to station to station to show to show to show. Now I got like 300 done. So when the Reels bonus program came around, I already had 300 radio stations I could collaborate with that I could just repost the old content.
Yeah.
So it was easy for them to be like, yeah, we gonna let him in. Same formula.
2 to 4 reels a day. I'm going to put that on the playlist.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard that right. Okay. But nah, for sure.
You were talking about this Netflix thing. Tell us about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
21 questions. How did I get that role?
I want to say I done seen that shit come up.
No, it's not on there yet.
Oh, no, that's 21 Bridges.
Bridges, yeah, that's a good movie too.
That is.
Say what happened with 21 questions. So I submitted on a website called All Casting, and I went down to the list of directors, like 400 directors. I hit them all up. This one I was like heaviest into the acting.
Mm-hmm.
And then my guy Sincere, he hit me back and was like, yo, we in Charlotte and we filming. It was literally the day after I did that freestyle. So that's why I say I had to remember a verse. Now I'm about to go remember a script. And in the beginning, I was like, yo, I got to go do this show on Netflix tomorrow. I did this for you, bro. I ain't about to pass the opportunity to come on 107.9. So I'm going to write this whole long-ass verse.
Right.
So that when I'm done with this shit, y'all don't want no more. Just keep rewinding this. And when I did that, I actually did an audition for BET a week before that I landed. And it was on the same day that I had to go film with Netflix. So I had to back out of it. And it was P-Valley. And I landed the role and had to give it back. So went filmed 21 Questions out in Charlotte. I had a great time. That was my first time working with people from Netflix. They were great. It was a great experience. I was a lead character. We stayed in the Airbnb and we shot at the Airbnb. And so it was like real easy. It was no relocating and stuff like that. We would wake up, have breakfast together. It was real family. And we stayed there for like a week and a half. And then when we got done shooting, they realized that they didn't film a couple of scenes and we had to come back. Guess what hit? Guess what hit? What hit the whole world? COVID.
I was making sure we was on the same page.
What timeline we on?
So a nigga couldn't move.
Right.
And when that happened, we couldn't reshoot, so we just sitting on material.
You quarantining by yourself, cuz?
No, I was with old girl.
Oh, okay.
I was with old girl. We was actually, what happened during quarantine?
But we were going crazy with each other
the kids. And the kid, boy.
Yeah.
That was different. That was different.
Was either one of y'all getting
homeschooling?
Oh, y'all was homeschooling? Who was the primary teacher? You? Or you?
Big sister.
Oh, big sister.
Big sister, I ain't gonna.
She was here too?
Yeah, she in the room. But yeah, COVID took a lot out.
Yeah, quarantine. That was actually the start of the end for me and her right there, was because I told her that we was about to get a high rise. She went and copped an apartment. And I was just like, that's one of the worst investments that you can ever do, is to get an apartment, because you're trying to scrape up all of this bread and she already not financially responsible. So you about to be scrambling every month to give a motherfucker that you don't know some money that you don't know where it's going, that's not coming back to you at all. That's a terrible way to spend your money. And she did it anyway. It was an accomplishment to her. She's a tourist. So she has an accomplishment to herself. That's not a real accomplishment.
But it is.
But it's not.
But it is.
But it's not.
But it is.
But it's not.
To her it is.
To her, yeah.
And that's all that matters.
No, that's
not. Because that's her shit. That's all
it's not.
I'm
her children is what matter.
What she thinks
is an accomplishment don't matter. That don't matter.
But as long as it matters to her, it don't matter what you think.
Not me. But her kid is gonna think the same thing too when he has.
But how do you know?
When he has no equity, when he gets here, he gonna think the same thing. Like, mommy, did you leave me a house? No, because I wanted to rent.
You believe it or not, when that kid get of age, you would want and expect the kid to think like that. But trust me,
you don't understand what I'm saying at all.
I know. I totally get what you're saying, but you can't. Okay, like for example,
You definitely She's a Taurus.
I use myself as an example. For years, I've been in my spot about a couple months now.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll tell you, my kids will tell you, not this idea of it has been something I've been manifesting a long time, a very long time, to the point I used to make jokes with my kids about it, like, you know what? I'm gonna get a house. I'm gonna leave y'all ass in the house. I'm gonna go downtown, get me a high rise. It's gonna be my own shit. Blase, woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
So boom. When I came up on this particular opportunity, I had a couple people tell me, oh, is it a good investment? Or, where's your money going? Or, like, what are you getting out of it? You're not owning it. Like, it was really, can you, everything. But my whole thing was, and which is another sidebar, another reason that makes me like, keep it. Mm-hmm. My whole thing was, this was something that I've always wanted. I manifested this. No matter how it came, no matter the position that I'm in with it. Now, mind you, A versus B, I'm a little more financially responsible most of the time. You get what I'm saying? And I can't, judge somebody that I don't know. But, I know what I can handle. But ultimately, I heard all of those same things. And you can't tell me that you could. That's why I'm so strong. That's why I keep going like combative about it. Like, because you can't tell me this ain't no accomplishment. You can't. This is my shit. Like, everything. You see what I'm saying?
You could have bought it. You could have bought one in the same
But maybe it's not my time to buy it.
You're telling yourself BS now.
No, I'm not telling myself BS.
I can't rock with that. I'm sorry. I can't.
Sometimes, just like I wanted a high rise years ago. I wanted a high rise in my 20s.
I just showed you how to buy it.
But boy,
how simple is it?
So this one right here in particular is 189K. Mm-hmm. So that means that your down payment is anywhere between 1% to 10%.
Credit not perfect.
Huh?
Credit not perfect.
Credit not perfect. It don't never have to be perfect, because when you buying a home, they give you a plan of action. So let's say that you $2,000 in debt, you $5,000 in debt. They're gonna say not gonna look at the $2,000 and $5,000. They're gonna look at how many monthly payments you're making on it. You might be making $100 a month, $100 a month payments.
Yeah, well, you ain't doing none of that shit. None of that. This is a cash is king game.
What are you talking about?
Like, as far as like your credit fucked up, your whole like.
When you say cash, you mean like cash?
Yeah, like when your credit fucked up, money talk bullshit walk type of situation.
So let me explain this to you right here. I don't like saying this, but I gotta say it sometimes. I'm a rich man.
I get that.
Okay, so credit is king. An 850 credit score is the same thing as being a millionaire. So you're always going to have more money in credit than you have tangibly. If you have $100,000 in the bank, you're going to have $500,000 in credit. You got $5,000 in money, then you're going in tangible debit. You're going to have $1 million in credit. That's why I don't understand why dudes who get on record labels go broke, because they give you a $500,000 advance. All you got to do is go to Navy Federal, go to Chase, go to Wells Fargo, go to Bank of America, and get $1 million loan credit line from each of them, and then give them the $500,000 back. You'll never be in debt. You just use other people's money to make you rich. So with that being said, if they give you $500,000 and you go get $1 million at 10 different banks, and you spend, because if you buy this cash, you probably get it for $100,000. You can buy 10 of these with one of those millions, and you can put tenants in every last one of them and make $2,000 a month passively off of 10 units for the rest of your life. That's where the wealth comes in. You can buy 30 vending machines. You can put 5 cars on Turo. You can get paid off of Instagram for giving people this information. So I just gave you 7 streams of income right there, just from looking at this one high rise. So yes, what you did is an accomplishment, and I'm proud of you, and I like the spot. But there's a different way that you can do it to where that money comes back, because the difference between renting and owning is equity. So my high rise that I'm gonna get is gonna be similar to yours, but I'm gonna be getting $20,000 a year at the end of the year for the appreciation of it, and then when I sell it, I'm gonna get $1 million more of a check than you're gonna have, because when you leave, you're just gonna leave with whatever you have at that time. Do you see the difference?
I see that shit. We'll check it through.
Yeah, I'll send this to you right now if you want me to.
Yeah,
I'll send that to you.
We'll look into it.
But I don't want to sound like I'm diminishing anybody's victory.
Oh, no.
The thing is that
I like the way you break it down.
all of those podcasts that we have nowadays on Instagram where the men are going at the women and the women is going at the men, which is gay, by the way. Men don't go at women. I don't understand why they're doing that. We have conversation and we redirect. Is because there's a fundamental way that we can lead. Every girl that I talk to that wants to get involved with me in a situation, we're going to make the right investments because, like I said, credit is king. And if you decide, like, nobody got to see my car downstairs, but I have a drop-top Mustang. So if you driving in a 1994 Corolla and we're riding together, something about this picture is going to look wrong. And 9 times out of 10, what people don't do is they don't have their dream stuff. They don't have their dream car. They don't live where they want to live. They don't have their dream occupation. To me, that's a problem. Because what else besides reproducing am I on this earth to do but to live out my dreams and to be of service to everybody else that's here? So if I'm not doing that, what am I doing? I'm just wasting time. And if we have 1% wealth, that means 99% of people are here doing what?
Shit, going broke.
You're wasting fucking time. They just in the way. When I drive down the street and I'm in my Mustang and I look to the left and I look to the right, you not driving what you want to. You not driving what you want to. Why? You 40, you 50. I'm 27. Why?
Shit, everybody ain't got.
It'd be like it's different people's life situations.
Yeah,
like
we got a long way to go.
Like bringing it back.
Bringing it back. We got a long way to go, bro. Like,
but that don't mean you can't get it.
The way people think. We gotta change. Like, you know what I mean? We got a long way to go to do some shit like that.
Let me give you another example too. There's a girl I just met. She's 19. She just moved here from Detroit. She's a beautiful girl, very innocent, very soft-spoken. She's renting a room right now. And I asked her what her next moves are, and she said, I'm going to go get an apartment. So, of course, you already know the spiel that I gave her. And she said, well, my credit is decent, but it ain't the best. I asked her what it was. Her credit is good enough for her to get whatever she wants, but she's just not knowledgeable about credit. So I told her about this app called Kickoff. And Kickoff is where you pay $1 a month to spot.
Write it down. Y'all heard it, right? Kickoff.
Okay. You pay $1 a month to a website, to an app that's on your phone now. It was a website when I first got it, but it's an app now, and it gives you 12 on-time payments, so that if you're
for $1
a month,
for $1 a month, sign up for Kickoff today.
So for $12, you can have 12 on-time payments that report to all 3 credit bureaus. So if you got like a 600 credit score because you haven't tapped into your payment history and you only got like 1 payment or 2 payments, 1 on time, 1 off time, it'll sway your ratio to the other side. So now you're looking at a 720. So when you go to the dealership, which us black people know nothing about, we can go to the dealership and be like, listen, I want that right there. I want it for nothing down. It costs $50,000. I'll take it for $40, and I'll give you $200 a month. Where my keys at?
Just sign your name.
Just sign my name.
Yeah.
Let me get my keys. You know what we doing? We at the dealership scrambling to figure out who gonna co-sign for this badass credit. Because we don't know none of this shit.
There's some jewels, man. Appreciate you dropping them jewels, cuz.
Like, dropping them for real, because they,
do this shit for, you know what I mean?
Very much
talking about
needed.
something, guys, you know what I mean?
Now you see why all the women be around me now. Now you see.
Yeah, I get it. But, you know, it's
and
still,
amongst
you
other
know.
things, you know.
Right.
Gotta be talented in every area.
But it's still some of those out here that's, you know, that's not all financially smart. That's still having a motherfucking way. It's still having they dream cars, it might be a little bit more of a stretch. Of course, a motherfucker would love the easy route. I'm just saying, it's still hope for those out there. You can still make it. You can still pop your shit in any position that you're in.
Yeah.
That's all I'ma say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta get to that better way. But I came up. My shit was fucked up before it started because I wasn't taught.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm one of those ones. So it's not like I'm stuck in my ways with this shit. But I feel like where I'm at with it, as far as like scores and things, I ask every credit specialist, hell, can you start from the bottom for real? I'm talking about the bottom for real. You be throwing out them 5s and 6s and shit. Like, you feel like that's deep.
You was at a 4 and a 3. That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
I ain't ashamed because Cassius came around here. You talking about, but I really be wanting to know, can you?
I'm gonna put you on. I got you right now. There is a website called Credit Cake. And Credit Cake, you pay $29 a month. You go on there and you dispute everything on your credit. Because what people don't know about credit is that credit is like paint. It's like that wall over there. If I just splatter paint on it, it could just hit anywhere. So you don't know which one of your kids splattered that paint on there. So you gotta ask them, which one of y'all splattered this paint? If none of them confess to it, how you gonna know who did it? Credit is the same way. So when you dispute everything on your credit, the people over there have to be like, yo, this is her shit. But how you know? I seen
a little light bulb that popped up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like, but how do you know it's hers? We just know. Oh, that's not good enough for us. It's coming off. But until you investigate that.
Credit cake.
Credit cake.
Okay.
Credit cake.
And when you start removing things off your credit, how do you start building? Like, what is?
It builds itself. Because right now, what you have is you have let me get that paper thing right there.
Yeah.
No, right here it is. Yeah, right there. This is what you got right now. This is your credit. This is what's happening right now. When you remove it, now I can live. But it sounds to me like you got stuff in collections, and you probably have just a certain thing.
I honestly don't.
Shit that need to follow.
Yeah. And
what's the stuff? Do you have a repossession or an eviction or anything?
To be honest, right now I just have no credit. Like I had things in my youth when I didn't know.
Shit. Shit, goddamn.
Yeah, that stuff you can get removed. Especially if the older that it is the quicker it is to get removed.
Yeah.
So honestly, it just sounded that you just need this stuff right here to just put you on the right foot.
Comcast and shit.
Yeah, that's petty stuff.
Shit.
Yeah,
you
like
got small shit. Yeah, you're gonna have an 850 credit score in no time if you just take the guidance, and you too, because what's gonna happen is she gonna get her 850 credit score, and then she's gonna put you on her stuff as an authorized user.
Yeah.
And then
I have her.
now your shit is gone.
With
Boom.
the kids.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing that's fucked up about us. I was talking to my homie about this. She's going to college, or she went to college and she just graduated. And I said, "What kind of school you go to?" She said, "I went to an HBU and I went to a white school." I said, "You notice how when you go to them black schools, all of the kids says, man, we fucked up. We can't eating bologna sandwiches. My parents can't pay for the housing.
I've heard that a lot.
The tuition is all this, all that. But when you go to the white school, yeah, my dad's name is right there. He owns that building over there. I just got me a 2022 Jeep Cherokee. I'm about to live it up and party in the frat house that my uncle owns over there. It's a totally different experience. And we be mad at them for that, but the problem is just that we won't buy nothing. That's the problem. We won't buy nothing. I like these high rises. I fuck with them. And when I was doing Forex, one of my mentors had a high rise. And I asked him how much he was paying a month. He was paying like $15. And it was cool. And I went to the front desk and I asked him, what floor are the ones that are for sale? And he said, none of these are for sale. And I was like, how can I take financial advice from you when you're renting a high rise and you're supposed to be teaching me about how to utilize all of the aspects of my money? That's counterproductive unless you're renting that out in an Airbnb or you're renting out your rental. So let's say that you get it for 15 and then you rent it out for 2 and then you have an extra 5. Like, if you ain't showing me no way to flip it and you're just living there and you wasting your money too, I gotta go elsewhere. Because that don't sound right, because in that time I could have got into real estate if I was under the right person. Mm-hmm. So imagine what I'm saying right now at 27 if I was saying it at 22, 19, 16, 14, 12. That's how easy it is to become rich.
For sure it is, though.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. You ain't lying.
You ain't.
You ain't lying.
My bad, y'all.
Yeah,
It's
I know
coming
you
off
ain't.
aggressive. I'm very
nah.
passionate about what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Nah,
reached out to it through. I know you had
Through IG?
Yeah, I heard it from through the Black Only Award though.
Yes.
You nominated for an award, right?
Y'all nominated too, right?
Yeah, we nominated too.
Let's talk about it. I want to talk about y'all nomination first.
No, we're not nominated.
Y'all
we
media.
doing media.
Media, okay, bet.
You nominated.
Yeah, I'm nominated. Yeah.
Got me fucking up.
Oh yeah, you
like,
taking the bottle. You taking the bottle to the head. I'm like, we here. Toast to that shit, nigga. Like, you
Right.
tell me, nigga. Like,
Hey, that's bossed up though. You need to be like, yeah, I'm gonna just straight from the bottle.
Hey, next time they gonna remember to put us up in that nomination now.
Yeah, hell yeah. Y'all doing good work.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all doing great work there.
Gotta keep it going.
Do y'all plan on keeping it in the home setting, or do y'all plan on getting like a office
We
building?
was in the studio at first, you
Mhm.
know what I mean, and we had that vibe. It was a live type vibe, party type setting. But then we got this spot, and we did a couple of episodes here. And we like, damn, we kind of digging this guy.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
more
too.
personal
You know what I
setting,
mean?
but
So, I don't know. We might go back and forth. But right now, this is where we at, and this is where we just it's more comfortable.
I can feel that.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
If y'all ever decide that y'all want to like go on a radio station or a podcast thing, like kind of like 8 Table Talk or something like that, then just let me know. You know,
For sure.
I done made my rounds everywhere here, so
For sure.
whenever y'all decide y'all want to do that,
Definitely. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking forward to
We
doing
definitely
it.
we get out and network, you know, anytime we can. You know what I mean? That's what we all about. That shit, network is a network. You know what I mean? So whenever we can get out and do anything, we ready. So you put it together and let us know.
Oh, bet. Okay,
You know what I mean?
I got you. That can be done.
So,
And for those who don't
she
know,
work weekends, so weekdays be best for us.
okay, for both of y'all,
Yeah. To get us together at the same time.
Yeah.
I got you. I see y'all be moving. Y'all be,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
bartender, so.
got you.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's what she was too. You a true tourist.
Yes.
I put her through
And
bartending school.
And what's so crazy, the other one I was talking, our triangle,
Mhm.
she a tourist too. Like we
Damn.
all was
She a
tourists.
bartender.
And she a bartender too.
Wow.
So big shout out to the Bull gang once again. Gang.
Shout nothing out with y'all at all.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out, shout out.
Salute to the
Already.
rest of the signs.
no. But how did you like back to this polygamy just a little bit? Not even polygamy. I'm gonna call it just a group chat. Like
Hold on, what award you ready for?
Say it again.
What award you know?
Oh, the Rising Star of the
Rising
Year.
Star,
Yeah, the
okay.
Rising Star of the Year.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
That is I. Very fitting.
And what's the fans vote? Or
Fans vote.
Okay,
Yeah,
so how the fans vote?
Link in my bio.
Okay, baby.
Yeah, link in my
Go
bio,
Go
everybody.
follow and tell them where to follow you
At
at.
Vigilante LOM. VIGILANTE LOM. Shiny blue check.
that shiny blue check.
Verified. I know what you want, my bad. I ain't mean to cut
No,
you
I
off
just
like
had
that.
just
I
a
was
slight
I want-
question.
That's
no.
a compliment I wanted.
No, I appreciate you.
Oh, you good?
I didn't want to
Yeah.
skip over it. Like
Nah,
that.
yeah, I appreciate you. That's a big deal being nominated for something. Not for the rest of my career. I can say award nominated if I lose, and I can say such and such a winner if I win.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to do the boxing match on the 15th and the award show the 22nd. So I'm gonna go beat this dude ass. Have
Okay.
my belt, and then I'm gonna have my award.
Okay.
Hey, you
And I'm gonna
heard
say photo
that.
shoot.
You heard that? You heard that? Here,
You heard
go.
what he said.
That ass. Hey, you talking about?
That
And
ass.
then I'm probably gonna pick up a
Beat
new
that ass.
tourist just to poke at y'all.
Just to poke a little bit. Hey, you
A
know.
little something.
You know, when we see red, we go.
Yeah.
But the question that I was gonna ask, just a slight, just funny question.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did? Okay, first, how many females have you had at one time in a relationship setting?
In a relationship setting,
Mhm.
probably 2 with the conversation of adding a third,
Okay.
and the ideal pick of somebody adding a pick of adding a third.
Okay. How did you handle multiple personalities like that? Like that's you would think that would be a lot.
Got 5 sisters, single mom raised,
Mm.
deal with
Okay.
personalities all the time, and then
For
my
sure.
stepdad graduated psychology degree. My mom
You're the only
psychology
boy?
degree.
You mean you're the only son?
I was the only boy, and then my mom married my stepdad, and he got a son too. So yeah, he 18 now, 27. So we about 9 years apart.
Okay.
So yeah, I grew up pretty much the only boy, and then our family is like 90% girls. So dealing with personalities is really not hard. It's just like
It takes a strong man to juggle women.
you think so.
Yeah. Women are a lot.
Women are a lot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
You
got
have-
a weak ass nigga, he just get ran the fuck over.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah. I'm not that type of dude. Like I'm the type of guy where you get rowdy with me, the conversation is just over. That's it. We'll get back to it. The problem that we have is that a lot of women operate in immunity. And that means like they can raise their voice, they can put their hands on you, they can do this, they can do that, they can cuss you out, they can go off, and then nothing's gonna happen. But if a man does that, he being a bitch ass nigga, he doing this, he doing that, the narrative is spun, it's told by one side, and then it just becomes a whole thing. But when people know your personality and know who you are, when you know who you are, this is just, okay, I'm gonna just get him some game. For all the men listening, women poke at you. And they try to figure out how far they can take certain shit to see what line they can draw with you. Because they're used to being catered to their entire life. They get everything for free. They get into the club for free. They get weed for free. They get bottles for free. They get in sections for free. They get clothes for free. All of it is discounted. A lot of them live a really easy life. They got pretty privilege. So when you get around them, they're already spoiled. So when you a guy like me and I'm in my Mustang and the girl walk up to my Mustang and she try to hop in, I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? Why you touching my shit? Immediately that sets the precedent of, oh, I can't fuck with him like I do these other weak ass niggas. I gotta respect him. Okay, now you can get in. You try to touch my radio. Don't touch my shit while you in here. I'm telling the truth, right?
You're not. I mean, to each his own. Because
I'm telling the truth, bro.
Because before I pull up on I hop in your Mustang, I'm gonna pull up on you in my Range Rover.
There you go.
And say, am I following you or are you following me?
There you go. But
and then when we get to the destination, when the check comes, it might be cleared by me just to let you know, baby, I love what you're doing and I love what you got, but please believe I'm a boss in my own right.
Right.
So
why do you feel like I'm taking that away? You are such a
I do. You be throwing slight discredit out there a little bit though. It's not always truthful. It's your opinion.
You're talking about a 10%.
It's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion. That's the truth. That's definitely the truth. If you lined up every girl that's watching this right now, you think all of them got their own shit or the majority of their men got their own shit?
But I'm glad to see these comments.
Repeat that. Repeat that question.
If you a woman watching this episode right now, I want you to comment below if you got the shit that you have with no help from your partner and you grinding on your own, and did he get it from your help, or did he get it on his own?
Listen, now mind you, don't get it twisted. My partner helps out if I need him, if I want him to. But this is established. Me, baby. That Range Rover. Me, baby. Hey, talking about yes.
I like this area too, because when I came in, it was like 4 or 5 bad girls that walked outside, and I know they got some paper because they here. So, I fuck with this area. It fits me. But it's I don't want it to sound like I'm discrediting who do actually.
I be picking with you sometimes, like you said, because you said a female will pick with you to see what kind of
man you are. Facts, yeah. And I'm answering the multiple personality thing too. Let's paint this picture. If you a man and you in a section right at the club, you got your chains on, you doing your thing, you got the bottle in your hand, you drinking out the bottle like my man's right here. You turn it up, there's a whole bunch of girls around you. The first thing that they're gonna try to do is they're gonna try to bombard your section and turn it into their section because they get into the section for free.
That's not always true. Why and how do I know that?
How you know
because that's why I say you be giving less credit than what is due. Cause hold on, just hear me out.
Go ahead.
it's a lot of females out here bossed up that'll walk in the club and see a man popping it, and we'll get our own section and our own bottles and with it. Okay, sidebar, perfect example. When I used to dance years ago. When I used to dance and that baller would come in the club and you see what I'm saying, get a section or whatever. I do my research on the person. And if I'm in the right position that day, I'm going to send the first bottle. I'm going to send the bottle to you. Now, is it a risk that I'm taking? Yeah. Because you don't have to fuck with me. You didn't have to fuck with me, but I'm going to let you know. I want what you want and you want what I want, so let's put it the motherfucking together. And when a nigga see you bossed up like that, you ain't gotta go through all that extra shit all the time. But back to the club and the ladies and the bottles in the section. I know I work in the clubs, so I have an inside out versus out.
You see what I'm talking about all the time.
So what I'm seeing a lot is niggas begging bitches to be in their motherfucking sections.
That's
I'm telling you. Yeah, but it's true. What I'm seeing is a lot of promoters, goddamn, begging bitches on their story. I could probably, but it's still niggas with bottles and sections and just want the image.
They got the image. There you go.
And half of these niggas just want the image, but don't just kick it like just because niggas out there doing it and bitches just flocking. Bitches really ain't flocking no more. Like that ass.
Not to them.
Like not to y'all. Like
you nuts.
We're not you. You're naive.
No, not at all.
A little bit.
No, not at all.
Slightly. Just a tad.
No.
Just
you
on
like
that.
bitches just flocking to the section and shit.
No, I don't think. No, she said just flocking to those type of guys.
But they're not. But how you putting it though? Bitches ain't in the club doing it.
I don't know.
I'm
talking about specifically just to me. If you're talking about the club in general, I can't speak for them.
Okay. So you get in the club and just start gathering around you like
what?
Okay.
What?
They just start just hoes.
Everywhere that I go.
And they just migrate. You just walk through the club and they just be a bunch of hoes.
That's that big sad.
I told somebody this the other day. They asked me what type of dude I was in high school. I said I was always popular by accident. I would always go pick a corner and sit by myself. And then what would happen when I looked up? Girl over here, girl over there, that girl over there, those two girls over there whispering about these two girls sitting
your girls, your shooters too?
Huh?
Your girls, your shooters too?
Yeah, of course. That's my front line.
They gonna slide.
That's what they do. If I'm at the club and a
girl off in the cut.
Girl number 5 is outside, girl number 1 and 2, they gonna go and get her. And if she ain't dressed right, then they're going to tell her she got to go home and change. I ain't even got to deal with it. I'm not even going to know that she came until she come back there. It's all facilitation. Because
I gotta go out with you one good motherfucking day. I just want to observe, baby. I got to put it to the motherfucking test, baby. These hoes gonna have to come get me. Y'all heard that A, B, and C. You gonna have to come get me. I promise you. We gonna put that together. Yeah. Cause I gotta see this shit for myself, baby.
Yeah, you do. You just saw that photo. That's something I can't make up.
I have to see this shit for myself. You get what I'm saying? Cause photos could be Photoshop. You could have just been at a slumber party, nigga. I don't know. You talking about like?
I guess all the 1,000 photos Photoshop.
You could have been at a bachelor party, nigga. Like I don't know, but I'm not taking that away from you, baby.
Nah,
but I definitely have because I guess I'm it's just that bullshit. That's it. That's just that bullshit.
It's probably unbelievable that somebody could really still maintain that type of.
It is to me. It's fascinating.
I mean, that's the era we grew up in.
Here, let me here. Listen to this right here.
I mean, that could be staged, bro. That could be a skit.
No, that's not a skit. That wasn't no skit. That's Ugly Money, China.
I know China's one girl.
Yeah.
But that's her thing.
Yeah.
But who's? So you telling me every video that they got girls in the back telling you touch it again? No, that's what happened when you with me. You're right. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't like it was a fun video shoot for real.
You know.
Shout out
to
my dog. Shout out my Hey, yo, it's an ugly money thing, baby.
I fuck with them.
Gang.
Ugly money. Yeah, they doing their thing.
Man. Shout out Nietzsche, man.
Shout out Nietzsche. Shout out Zay.
Yeah.
Shout out all of them over there.
Hey, tour going up.
What's next for you, cuz? What you got cracking?
Just the celebrity boxing is my main focus right now because that takes so much endurance, and
I'm seeing a couple clips where you just got that.
Getting it in. Yeah, that's another thing right
there.
there.
You knocking that guy out there. I thought that was a fight.
What?
On your IG, you knocked somebody the fuck out.
No, that's Boom Game.
The nigga with all the.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Okay.
The nigga who used to do all that little stash and grab type
Boom
shit,
gang, hold
that
up gang
crazy ass
shit.
shit.
And he used to run.
Yeah, and then he got covered and delivered by.
Oh, okay. That was
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was. Yeah, he used to do skits, but that knockout, that was real. That was the dude that I'm fighting. That was his first fight, and he got knocked out by Boom Gang. And then he came back to a different league, celebrity boxing.
Okay.
And then he won the title over there. So right now, that nigga is running from your boy after seeing them videos on there. And what's making him so pussy is that he's 170 pounds, I'm 130. I'm 5'8", he's 6 foot. So he's supposed to be the one that's the aggressor to me. Yeah, and right now he's running.
What's his name?
Albert.
Break him out.
Albert.
Break him out.
It's hard to yell with the bitch in your mouth. Ow. You lucky we ain't got no money over here, Q. We'll put some money on your head, Al. What's up? Don't be running. You 6 feet 180. You'll beat that nigga ass. I know you'll beat that. You'll beat that nigga ass right here, Al. You'll beat that nigga ass, Al. What's up? Come on, man.
You a whoop on me,
Yeah, we
Al.
gonna tag your ass, Al. We gonna find you too. But yeah, man. Cheer my people.
Them girls was only after this one.
It's just the mindset of, waking up.
That's bad. Yeah. Boy, they was on me after that.
Yeah, you know what?
Boy, they was on me.
Oh, okay. I know this. I know the type of girls that like you.
What type of girls?
If they like Bow Wow, I know the type of girls.
What's wrong with Bow Wow?
How old are you, cuz?
I'm 27.
27.
Okay.
He's still slick in his prime.
You in at that era.
Yeah.
Okay.
But y'all saying I don't get it.
No. You in your prime. Like, okay. As far as this style of dating, has it always been like that for you? Like from your teens and stuff up, has it always been that style of dating? Like, were you always into like?
I used to carry myself like that though when I was around about that age.
I guess the thing about it is just that the conversation is more open now than it was back then. I honestly feel like that.
I can say that.
I feel like that if the conversation was as open back then as it was, then it'd be a lot more people that live like how I live. I have a main woman that I consider to be my girl, and then we have other women that we have that we consider to be our girl. So I don't know how long that's gonna last, and honestly, really don't matter how long it's gonna last, as long as everybody's happy.
Do you feel like you can be in love with more than one woman?
Of course. You got multiple children, right? You love them all?
Yeah.
Same thing. You like both your women?
So.
There you go.
I already know what's going on with that. She knew the answer. She just wanted to see what you had to say.
I probably should have knocked this one when I got it. Probably.
Okay.
I should have done it.
You be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta circle back.
So.
You know how the game go.
Do you circle back?
Yeah, I'm not circling back as long
as some people won't even, they don't need to spin the block, none of that.
It depends on what happened. Like, girl who doing the other shit, no, she's damaged goods. But the other ones that probably made a mistake, or it's a lot of miscommunication, especially when you with some, like a guy like myself is in such high demand that a woman that can't get
you better pop your shit, Vigilante. I'm going out with my nigga, bro. Yeah. I love this nigga confident. You better pop your motherfucking shit. See, that's another thing that attract women to you. That all that right there. I I like that. There you go. But keep going. I'm sorry, cause that you took me there for a second. I said, now I see why the bitches be. Now I see it. Now I see it. You caught me a little bit. You made me, just a little bit. But I give you that. But keep going. Keep going.
Man, like
my bad. My bad.
Is in such high demand that when another woman can't get to me because there's too many other women, they get frustrated by that. Mm-hmm. So they can turn that into like a story or TMZ shit or some shade room shit because of the way they feel about that. So I try to, if it's some shit like that, then I'm not gonna circle the block because now I see that you're not a good fit for what I want to do anyway. As you can see from my page, I don't have no negativity on there. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. My brand ain't built on me shaking ass, showing no dick, showing no titty, showing no nothing. This is just pure hustle and fame. That's what this is. So the women that's around me is the same thing. That's why I can't circle the block on old girl because now she on some bullshit.
Okay. Upon meeting a woman, do you judge a woman by her past?
It depends on what the past is.
Okay, so say you met a woman and you really end up liking her, and even though she didn't have, say she had a similar past like your ex, but she's no longer in it. You get what I'm saying? But she might didn't expose that to you and it just came out. Would that be a deal breaker for you because of her past? Now she's no longer
doing what she was doing.
But the fact that, like you said, just like hell, niggas and everybody else, my peoples and anybody can see my ex now. One shit hit the end. One shit be stuck. It's up and it's stuck. Yeah. So it's still her past, and sometimes people could go back. But you really like this girl. Would that be a deal breaker for you?
It depends on the way that it's like presented, and it depends on if she was trying to hide it from me. That's the reason that I didn't know, or did it just genuinely never come up? Because that's two different things. And then, I've had people that got OnlyFans, but they never posted a video on there because it may have been something. They were like, I'm going through a tough time and my family ain't helping. I don't know what the fuck to do. But they stopped themselves. Like, the scenario is different. But if you was really just full-fledged into that shit and you got multiple videos and it's like a whole bunch of niggas in Atlanta and I live in Atlanta and meet one of the niggas I might know and you be like, the nigga that you was hanging with the other day, then all of that shit is a deal breaker. Just because I understand the avalanche effect. People talk, especially when you high profile, they talk more. And then people, like my last girl, she was cool. She wasn't really, especially compared to my girl now, she wasn't really all that. So it's like the reason that y'all want her is because she's with me. I make her look like she's something very special. She came from Indiana. And she was here for less than a year and she was the lead role on Fatal Attraction. How does that happen?
Or she could just have that got 4,000.
Like
that 4,000.
It was decent.
She could just have that got 4,000.
It was decent. I mean, it's on live. It's for everybody to see now.
So
right.
You can see it. Like he said, but still.
Decent. I mean, I've had got 4,000 or whatever multiple times, and it was never the best from her. It was just the fact that I liked her. I really loved her a lot. So that's what made it that special. But as far as her being able to rank up that fast, it was because she was standing next to me. When you don't stand next to me no more, your light is dim. Anybody I co-sign. If I pull somebody up here right now, I'm like, this is my man's. He's stamped. If I pull him up here right now, I'm like, I don't know him.
Well, go and stamp my motherfucking podcast then. We good goddamn
I'm sitting right here.
So go stamp that shit the right motherfucking way.
Y'all already know what it is. It's What's Good podcast. I just mixed two shows together.
Rewind. We good. Let's start over. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Vigilante, and we are on We Good podcast. Y'all make sure that y'all tune in. It's officially stamped. I need to see if you got any more questions about this poly and polygamy stuff.
I'm good because we gonna go on a lunch date.
Because now you done figured out why they on me now.
Yeah, because I gotta see for myself. So we gonna schedule that on another time.
Why do you think they on me? You answer that.
Me personally, I'm a confident woman, and I love a confident man. Now you more confident for my taste, but I love a confident man. So that's like certain ways about you, certain attributes about you, like that's it's very appealing. But at the same time, I feel like, now this might not be true. I feel like most of the women that are attracted to you are more of weaker minded, you know, like I said, might not be true because the strength in me is still combative with you. It's not all just Taurus. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm a strong ass woman. So, you know, I give you everything that you got going on, but I do feel like the women that, you know, that choose you or you choose are of, you know, a weaker range. And there ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what you like. And if that's not true, I take that back. But that's what it's giving to me.
Well, let's talk ratios. 99% of the world is in debt and in poverty. So there's more millionaire men than there are women. So when you go into the dating pool, when you're pulling from them, are you going to be nine times out of 10 going to be pulling a successful woman, or are you going to be 9 times out of 10 pulling a woman that's not based off a ratio? Okay. So those women flock to Chris Brown and Trey Songz and all of them. Do you think that those women in the crowd are millionaire women?
You saying she a gold digger, but she ain't fucking with a broke nigga?
I'm not necessarily gonna say broke because I don't like to use the word money. I'm just a very resourceful person.
I got need.
But I do have a lot of that as well too. So it just depends on how the person look at it. Because I'm not a gold digging fan. Like the girl who went viral when she was like, "You didn't pay for all of my friends on the dinner table thing."
That break it down. How would you go about that?
No, that's a never. Because this money that I have is an emergency fund for you. This ain't even your money. Even if we together, this is my money that you are allowed to in case of an emergency. Your money is your money that I'm allowed to in case of an emergency. So if it's your birthday, then I'm paying for you because it's your birthday. But on a regular day, you paying for yourself, I'm paying for myself, all your friends paying for themselves. And on your birthday, I'm paying for you and your friends is paying for you. So hopefully your friends chip in to pay for you.
So when you and your women go out, when you and your women go out, they pay for themselves?
Yeah. Look at the tips I just.
With this nigga, bro. I got to see this shit. And mind you, when we go out, I'm letting you know up front, you gonna pay for me. Just I'm gonna put you down, my boy.
Why am I paying for you if you're inviting yourself?
But I'm just putting you down.
They just heard you invite yourself.
Because you know the confidence that you have as a man, I got the same confidence as a woman. So
right.
I don't need a reason, baby.
That ain't got nothing to do with me paying for you.
I know, but
and
you
I
is.
also
but
will
if I come
not
out
be
with
paying
you
for
is.
you, or you gonna be in the back washing them dishes.
No, I don't gotta wash dishes because I come with my own bag because I can pay for you and your whole
Right,
table.
then,
And you pay for you. You can pay for. I can pay for you and your whole
Then
table.
do that.
I could do that.
I heard her
but
say it.
Y'all heard me say it. I
gonna
could pay, but I could pop my shit
Damn,
now,
pop it
baby.
then.
I can, and I will. And I said, let's set it up with all these women.
Right, and you're gonna pay for all of our stuff.
I can,
Right,
and I
but
will.
Are you going to?
Yes.
You are.
Yes. Set it up.
Set it up. All right, there you go.
Set it up.
There it is.
Miss Popular. Set it up. Shake on it too. Yeah. We can pinky ring that shit.
Let me
everything,
DM
baby.
my guy right now.
For sure.
Let me DM my man. So we just talking too.
Cause I want you to put it together, baby. Because put that shit together. Cause you gonna have to show me.
Yeah, I'm DMing my boy right now.
You gonna have to show me.
What do you want to see? What are you expecting to see?
I just like your charisma. I really just want to observe, like, how you say these women just flock to you, and they, I just gotta see that shit. Like, I gotta see that shit for myself. Like, you get what
does flock look like to you?
You gotta stand like goddamn. You just be standing in the middle of the crowd.
And nigga, you God.
To about 100 bitches, and they just all surround you, and everywhere you walk in the club, these bitches just walking with you and just moving with bitches.
See this for myself.
And moving with hundreds of bitches just all around the club.
And then it's like, the females that you describe is like,
man.
Like
they don't have no mind.
They don't have no mind.
That's like it's giving the type of females that you be describing.
Like
they don't have no mind. Like they don't have their own mind.
Why you say that?
Because mind you,
it's the fact that they got their own mind, that they understand and recognize value. When you look at me, you're looking right at value.
But what about themselves? What about the value?
That doesn't mean they're not valuable. You have to be valuable to recognize value. If you're dumb, you're not going to recognize. What's the first thing I said when I seen this mic?
That's a good mic.
I recognize value. I got to be valuable to recognize that. How many other people just sat in this podcast and didn't say nothing about this mic? Come on, that's what I'm saying. They know value. They've been watching me do this shit for years. I've been the man for years. 12 years.
Man.
12 years.
Some final word.
Okay, let me get out some final words.
Some final word from the man.
Yes.
Vigilante.
When we do this and she go out and she pop her shit, then we're gonna have it filmed. It's gonna be televised. It's gonna have its own episode by itself.
We're gonna vlog this shit.
You
We
don't
gonna
know
vlog
how,
this.
You don't know how we pop our shit cute.
And she gonna see how the young God works. That's what she gonna see.
We're gonna vlog this shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know we're gonna call it shit, but it's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something, man. We gonna change the game with
something
this
nasty.
one. Yeah.
Something nasty.
Yeah. Something nasty. That should be the title. Something nasty.
Something nasty.
Something nasty.
Hey, we might got something there, y'all.
Yeah.
But for
Tell
sure.
them where to find you at one more time.
At Vigilante LOM. VIGILANTELOM.
Alright.
For sure, man. You already know it's one more for the books.
Already.
Yes, indeed.
We thank you for coming
Classic
out. We really
joint.
appreciate
Y'all
that.
should name this Mr. Confidence.
And Mr. Confidence, we might.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Sag.
But I knew it was one of the T. It was just.
What the fuck you be doing around the city?
Like around the city?
Yeah.
Well, all of the acting sets mostly just be around the city of Atlanta or the modeling gigs and stuff like that. So when I'm moving around, that's mostly what I be doing when I'm down here. I'm about to really get heavy into real estate. And Midtown and Buckhead have like the most predominant best areas to buy the most upscale shit. And then outside of it, like Monroe, Stockbridge, Marietta, Smyrna, those are the other areas. So I just be all around.
You wanna be clubbing? Yeah.
When I get paid.
For sure.
When I get paid to club. The last time I was
in
in
the strip club.
my favorite strip club, I love, oh man, Magic is
Team
only,
Magic. We Team Magic.
that's the only club you can go
Shout out
into
Chaos
and look at a
Kitchen.
girl and be like, I want to marry you.
No, I mean, I done seen a couple. I done seen some married bitches in the lowest of the clubs. Just depending on where you at. But Magic is where we go when we want to see entertainment. When we just want to chill and just like eat ass and titties and I need to stun the hoe. It's probably the Flame or something. But Magic is the top. Magic and Strokers. I say like.
Yeah, I like going to Onyx. I like going to Flame.
Onyx got some good food.
Yeah, they got the thickest girls over there. It's like that's a
Yeah.
requirement to be dumb thick. When
They
I film,
find, speaking of strip clubs, they bulldoze at Follies.
oh wow,
Rest in peace, Follies.
rest in peace to Follies.
Follies is officially
That's a classic
a
strip
lot.
club.
officially.
You know what they're gonna do with it?
I honestly heard from a few different people that they were gonna rebuild it and make it like down the street somewhere, but I'm not sure. But I know that they dozed it. It's just an empty lot right now.
What about the lot in particular? What you think they're gonna do?
I'm not sure.
I want to see. I'm eager to see what they're gonna do with it. I'm pretty sure because that was making hella money. So Follies is a legendary strip club.
It is.
Man, last time I was in the club, man, the new girl that I talked to, she didn't understand, so I had to give her the briefing. Like, yo, I don't go out that much. When I go out, they understand that I'm out. They come out. So when we in here, be prepared for anything. And then she was like, "What you mean when you say be prepared for anything? Anything can go." So we got in the section. She got in the section. She met the other girls. Other girl was like on me, like rubbing everything, touching everything, kissing on me, kissing on the other girl in the middle of the club.
Was that main shorty, or she was just happened to be?
This was the other shorty.
The drunkest.
The main shorty was the one I was giving the briefing to.
Okay. Oh, okay.
She didn't understand because she never lived that lifestyle before. She's a school teacher, so her background is a little different. Now she's with it, but she's new, like green.
Do you feel like you got her to come with it, or this is just something that was itching in her that she always wanted to like get out or do?
It's like a mixture of both. When you get with me, you have. This is another thing, fellas. I'm about to drop another gem. However you are organically, if a girl likes you enough, she will conform to it.
Now you're right about that. I give you that. I give you that, bitch. I give you that. I give you that. Yeah, that's my nickname.
People call me that all the time. I like that.
We here with it.
Yeah.
I give you that.
If you're a weak man, because your girl complained once or twice, she's really poking you to see, are you going to conform to what I like so that I can poke you later on and poke you again and poke you again and keep on making you do the shit that I want you to do? But if you stand firm on your square, like, listen, I fuck with you, you my lady, I want to be with you, but I have the way that I want this structure to work, and you sit her down and you reassure her on how the shit gonna go and you give her the structure and work it how you want to work it, especially if you paying majority of the shit. Because she gonna fall right into that. Even if she is a boss.
He kind of right, but yeah, you right about that. You right about that.
So yeah, she was texting me after the club was over, and she was like, "Was that girl rubbing all on your private area?" I said, "Yeah, that's regular for the club."
Yeah, right.
She was just telling me what she wanted to do. Matter of fact, she wanted to do that there, but I was getting her to calm down. She was so bad. But the first thing that she said when she saw her, what you think the first thing she said when she saw her? What you think? You got no guess?
I want to say she could have hated, but then again, you got all your hoes so goddamn in a circle and shit. She probably high fived the bitch, so I don't know. What did she say?
Okay, we're gonna go with high five. What you think she said?
I don't know.
You ain't got no guess?
I'm curious.
She said, "Damn, she bad." That's the first thing
I'm
she
sorry
said.
to say that, but I ain't
Damn,
want to
she
do
bad.
that.
And it was weird because I don't even know if the girl is bisexual or not. But the first thing out of her mouth, damn, she bad.
Who, your
Every
top girl?
Top girl.
Every man got a little bit of bisexual.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Shit that they can do even when they not gay, we can't do. Yeah. I'm with you on that.
For sure.
So that's how I know if I baby step it, then it'll go
You got
that
to
way.
find this like 100.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm y'all just wait on something nasty.
Huh?
Yeah,
I didn't know what you was talking about.
Yeah.
I said she got the OnlyFans link popping out too.
Y'all just wait on something nasty,
Something
coming
nasty.
soon. Cause we gonna put
Yeah.
big things
So
popping.
when you see what I'm talking about, then what happens after that? We
Part
just
two.
move on. We just move on with life.
Part 2.
Oh, then we do it
We're
again.
gonna come back. We're
Part
gonna
two.
come back and we're gonna talk about
Oh, we're
it.
gonna talk about
revisit
it.
that.
Okay,
it's
bet.
gonna be part 2.
Oh
We're gonna be
man.
like, he did it.
Part
He
two.
did it. Hooray.
Because I just really think, not saying that you haven't, but a female need to pull up on you with the same type of time you on. I'm talking about down from the confidence to the swag to I want to see how you handle your own medicine
That'd be interesting.
very.
I would love to see that.
I would love to see that.
And I'm not saying that
you
they
handle
up
that
there.
right there. You actually is the master.
Okay, so that's my final test. That's the level 10.
Yeah, when you handle your twin, when you handle yourself
Yeah.
and get packed. And my nigga, I give me a high five. You a master, cause nigga, you done. My boy done got through some shit, boy. But yeah, when you handle yourself though, seriously. But I have to. Everything that I want to see a woman approach you, and I think you're a buckle.
You think I do what to him?
I think you're a buckle.
You think I buckle?
I think you're a buckle.
Shit.
I think that'll be the one. Have you ever dated a sad woman?
Yeah.
Okay, but she wasn't her. But I'm serious. The right woman. I honestly think you're a buckle.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna turn into a bitch.
I ain't gonna say all that, but I'm talking about but before we close out, just quick question. You know how you said say you and her would not so much have an argument, but
Hold on just 1 second. Hey Rose, I'm doing a podcast right now. Give me 30 minutes. I'm gonna hit you right back. Okay. All right, wait, what you saying?
And you we'll revisit it later type. Is that how are you saying you don't tolerate the whole?
I miss her. She was nice. She was so beautiful.
She was cute. And what happened to her? Because why she not here right here?
Oh, she don't live here.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
she got flown in.
And
Are you flying in?
he flying in and he flying out, y'all. What? You know what?
Okay.
I'm flying them in when they up to par.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this photo for you to see so you can see my last poly relationship. We only took one photo, because I'm more of a private person.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find the picture. It'll be coming up in just a second. When you see this, it'll explain so much. But what was you saying before that, though, as I'm looking?
I don't damn know. Oh, y'all little arguments when you was like, we'll revisit the conversation. Yeah. Like, you never really take it there.
Yeah.
Like, that's why.
Because I don't feel like that men should be arguing with women like that. Like, I feel like that, like, we men, so I know that if I stand up or if I raise my voice at him, he gonna take it somewhere else because he gotta defend himself. So when a woman does that to you, she's pretty much saying, I don't give a fuck where we take it from this point, or that I feel like that this is a dominant move of myself. That's a very masculine thing. Divine feminine energy is really gone. Not gone, but it's being pushed to the back. So the type of women that I deal with, like, I remember, this is a good example right here. Me and my ex, we used to be in the bed all the time, and we used to lose the remote, because, you know, we went from that big-ass Comcast remote to that little-ass motherfucking Fire Stick shit. Mm-hmm. So we used to lose it all the time. And every time we'd have a little joke where we'd be like, man, goddamn, you done lost the fucking remote again. Like, find the shit. Right. And one day I said,
we getting lost,
right?
Like a motherfucker. And one day we lost it. I don't know who lost it, but I was just bullshitting with her. I was like, damn, you done lost the fucking remote again. And then she was like, I'm sorry, baby. And I was like, damn, I can't even say nothing back to that. And then she found it, and I snatched it, and I was like, don't be losing this motherfucker. Don't lose it again. She was like, I'm sorry, baby, I won't. And I was like, damn, that's the kryptonite right there. Is the feminine energy. That's it.
That's what gets you.
That's how you win. Is to just be. You can't win our contest. You gotta win yours. And she won that one. I won later that night. But yeah, she won that. Now she probably, with the performance I put on, she probably won.
Catch more with honey.
What you say?
Catch more with honey. Yeah.
Catch more with honey.
Yep. That's old school. They don't know about that.
That's that real millennial shit.
I really want to find this picture so I can show it to the people too, so they get a chance to see. So this is gonna be their prelude to what's the episode called again? Something nasty. Yeah, so they get an understanding.
Something nasty.
Wow, man, damn, it's gonna be right here too. I know it's like right in this area. There we go. This is my last poly joint right there.
I got in different area codes.
So we can put it up on the screen.
Area code.
I'm gonna do this for y'all who can see it, then I'm gonna text it to him so he can send it, so he can put it up right there. But this is what I mean. This is at the club. This is at KOD. Mm-hmm. For those who recognize what KOD looks like. Mm-hmm. Neither one of them have their hands on me.
KOD here or Miami?
Here.
Okay.
Neither one of them are on me in a friendship kind of way. And I'm not touching either one of them in a friendship kind of way. So that was before all the bottles came and shit. That's why the ice just got there and all of that stuff. And
okay, and last thing. With neither one of them was a Taurus one.
That's her right there.
She an April Taurus.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got to be.
Yeah.
she got to be.
I forgot what she was. She's a nurse.
But she an April. Mm-hmm. That's another thing. Like in our situation, I'm the May Taurus, and so it's a lot of shit that she went for. Yeah, it's a lot of shit that the April Taurus went for that there ain't no way in hell.
What you mean the other one ain't gonna go for it?
As a Taurus, I couldn't put myself in that type of situation because I'm stubborn and I'm like
this.
Possessive.
Yeah, possessive.
You talking about like this?
She an April one though.
But the thing I'm telling you is that
I'm trying to see how she did it.
What you mean how? Look at it. You looking right at it. What you mean? See how?
Shit, I got bitches too.
Right. I didn't say you didn't.
But at the same time, I don't want them with you. Like these my bitches. The fuck? Cause I'm stingy. Cause I'm a two-tree too.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
But not together cause I'm stingy. We done had bitches, but we ain't had bitches together because I ain't going for that.
I feel that. They actually met each other.
But they you know.
She was.
She thick it thick, but Taurus got
she's nice. You see it, right? I got the best hand.
Another one.
Another one, Taurus. Yeah. We gonna because I might. And it's on the
Yeah, that's on the fans over there.
She gave me a OnlyFans. Cause she a little bit. I support you, so don't worry about it. I got
she was.
$9.99. Don't do Shout out to everybody tuning in. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all already know what's going on. It's another one. To the next one. Yeah.
Y'all fuck with Molly Broadcasting and show out of them, right? Or y'all don't know that?
And Nikki them and
Yeah.
Casting and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a call in. We'll get this thing going. Cause I wanna see how this goes.
You know what? That's where I really saw your ass. I think I saw you on the page. Did you do
A thing with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, the panel.
Like,
Yeah.
that's where I saw it. That's why I really, because the whole time I seen you was something I seen.
I was just on their panel. I'm on her next panel too.
You gonna have to send an invite because I really wanna.
Bet. I got you.
I like to peek your mind. I like that for real. For real.
Is this going?
Yeah.
Okay, what you want me to say?
Just who you is, tune in to We Good Podcast Wednesdays. Just
Okay. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Vigilante, and we just wrapped up a dope one. Make sure you tune in every single Wednesday to We Good Podcast. You don't want to miss this one. This where all the gems get dropped. This where all the girls that ain't doing what they supposed to be doing get put in their place. This where all the broke dudes get put in their place. We getting money over here. We making moves over here. We doing big things over here. We talking about everything from credit to polygamy to fucking these hoes to having a crazy episode that y'all about to see on this next one. It's for sure. So y'all make sure that y'all tune in. You don't want to miss this one. Everything gets covered. We talking about celebrity boxing. We talking about everything. Do not support that OnlyFans link. The one that we was talking about the whole time. Let's go support some other shit. Put your money in a good place. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all.
thank you, my love. Thank you so much. So, just a little extra, real quick sneak peek that I had to ask him, because y'all know how I've been getting on his ass all night. Y'all know how he is. How are you in the bedroom? Because I know my ladies want to know, because y'all see how he is.
Absolutely, I know they
How
want
are
to know
you in
too.
the bedroom?
So the first thing I'm gonna say is
Because you seem like that bondage, that BDSM type shit, that you'll tie a bitch up. Yeah, you seem like that type, like.
if that's what she into, I mean, I'm not gonna be the one that be like, yo, let's go home so I can tie you up. Like, I feel like that's kind of aggressive, and you never.
Okay, so that's a little too much for
don't
you
really know
you to approach.
For me to approach that.
Okay.
But if the energy, like if she's like, yo, you know, I kind of into such and such, I ain't never really delved into it, then I might say something in that direction to be like you said, scary aggressive, sexy aggressive, to push her. You know, when you lead a woman to doing something, she'll do anything. So if you lead in the conversation that way, she'll do it if she already kind of thinking that. They just be insecure to go all the way out because they don't want to seem weird. Like, you like to be tied up. What type of shit is that?
I could get that. You like to be choked with shit.
Yeah.
All that, yeah.
You know what's crazy is that now that's how I start my foreplay. When I'm in the club and I'm talking to women, the music be so loud, so you got to be real close to them. So I always.
We finna say he toxic, y'all. No, I ain't know where he going. He's toxic. We finna stop. We finna cut. It's shout out to the We Good Podcast.
How did I get there?
He's toxic, yeah. Cause the women that just caught the last part, he's toxic. You one of them grab you by the neck type motherfuckers.
I'm grabbing necks, I'm grabbing asses, all of that shit.
Upon meeting, but you know what?
Upon meeting you, yeah.
But you know what? It take a certain type of man to be able to do that shit without getting slapped or his ass punched. Cause it could go that type. Yeah. It could go two ways with me, but I have to. It's about energy.
What you think be happening to me?
Like, it's about energy. And it was you sag as much. I had a sag. I ain't gonna hold you.
Same dude, different dude.
Different.
Okay.
At the bar. Upon meeting me, niggas talk shit to me all fucking night, and you see how I am.
Yeah.
I talk my.
Yeah.
When I say that motherfucker grab me from the bar like that, I not trying to just put you out there, Brandon. His name is Brandon.
Yeah, you put him out there.
But not trying to put you out there, but upon me, the nigga grab me from the bar like that in the middle of like a busy club. And I was like, you just turned me on so bad and just slopped me down. I was like, first of all, bitch, it's cold. But secondly, I ain't gonna hold you. This shit turned me on so bad. Grabbed me back, just pulled me like that. I was like, but let it had been another
dude.
And I would have beat your ass with a bottle around that motherfucker.
God,
like, fuck, nigga, who the fuck is you?
You would have hit it with a bottle?
I sure would have.
Oh man.
I sure would have. But so with that, it takes the. It all depends on the engine. Niggas don't try that shit at home.
See,
y'all don't get no ideas. That's not for everybody. You got to know the type of nigga you is to be able to do some shit like that. Don't try that shit at home.
I bounce off of energy. If you really play her like that for real, you done got hugs from women your whole life, so you know the type of hug. Sometimes women give you that hug where they trying to fill up on you to see what you working with. Some of them give you the little church hug. Some of them give you the whatever.
If you get the hug with the little titties extended and shit, you might be in. Or if you get the hug where the pelvis extended a little bit, you might be in the game a little bit. You feel me? But if you get that side, that little side hug,
that's what I'm gonna say about the side hug. Every girl is either a girl is outwardly a freak or she's secretly a freak. So just because you get the side hug does not mean that girl is not that type of girl. She just don't showcase that shit openly how probably the other girls do. That shit probably repulses her, how ready to go. Like what I was saying earlier about how certain girls can't get to me but they might want to. So she might be a side hugger, and because of that, I might push her to the end of the section, and she's seeing all the other girls rubbing on me. In private, she'll do the same shit, and she know that, but because she won't do it there, I can't put her to the front of the line. You see what I'm saying? But we talking about the bedroom, though. I'm talking about all of the foreplay that lead up to it.
I get it.
So my foreplay start like through text, through a gift, through me talking crazy to you, stuff like that. Like I said, women want to be led. If you talking crazy to a woman in a loving way, it's real spicy. It's not that it's toxic. I'm giving direction. I'm letting you know that I'm stern.
I wish my sister was here. Shout out to goddamn Kelly Cash with a K, because she like her fucking way all motherfucking day.
Everybody got a rhyme but me.
I wish my sister was here, because my sister would have took your ass through the ringer. I'm telling you.
She would have enjoyed
Cash.
She would have enjoyed my company.
Boy, I'm telling you, but she's not having a good day today, so maybe next time.
When we do part 2, then we can.
We're going to put on Keepin' It 100.
Yeah, we're going to keep it 100 for sure. But back to how I am.
My show. My show. I have my own show as well. My show is Keepin' It 100.
So when I come back, part 2 gonna be
but
got you.
I'm gonna have
we're gonna talk about how many of them I did that night. How many of your friends that I did? That's what we're gonna be talking about.
Yeah, hit his head. For sure.
I'm only gonna do a couple of them because I don't want you to ruin your friendships when I don't call someone back.
But you know what? I honestly don't let my friends, because I don't like to be in it. If not my homeboys, not shit like that.
What you mean you don't let them?
I don't recommend. I ain't gonna say I let. I don't recommend them to, because I'm always
in the middle of that shit. They gonna be crying to you. They gonna be like, girl, he did it like we go together.
I'm gonna put some money on. Me and Q gonna put some money on.
How much you got on
this month. Don't worry about it right now. But I'm gonna put it on there.
What you got on it?
Don't worry about it right now. See that? Nigga put out 15 binges on y'all ass. Ain't talking. But we gon' matter of fact, we definitely gonna get with Miley. But our next round table on the Keepin' It 100 Talk Show, I'm gonna have some.
I don't feel like I gave them the answer yet. So how the foreplay starts through text. When I'm in the club, it's loud. I'm pretty much caressing your skin while me and you are talking in my ear, and I'm talking to you in your ear. I got the nice Dolce cologne that's on my that's on my neck. So when you talking to me, my breath is smelling good. I'm in there smoking too, but I got some mints on me.
But got to have a good breath.
So I'm smelling good. I'm looking good. I'm probably either gonna be dressed like this or better. Yeah, foreplay start in the club. Yeah. Because that's where the girl is making the decision at. What people don't understand is that when you're dealing with a woman, you're starting here with her at the top, unless she's a pessimist. But you're starting here, and then you talking your way down here. You're not getting no pussy, not because she didn't want to give you none. She wanted to give it to somebody. That's why she came to the club.
I'm gonna start you in the middle, and then it's gonna go to It's gonna go to your shoes first.
Why do your skill matter?
Because I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
If you not,
because I know if I'm
it's
gonna
gonna
be one of your
friends. They the ones that gotta have the skill.
I was just saying in general.
Well, your skill don't matter.
Where we start,
y'all,
because most of my friends gonna start right there. That's why I'm just like,
they ain't ran into the GOAT. I'm the greatest of all times.
That my motherfucking dog right here, boy. I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you, but foreplay in the club.
Foreplay in the club. And then once we have that conversation, this a whole different girl. We have the conversation.
Did she say, "Are you suicidal?
Are you available?"
Oh, because I was finna say, now you got them crazy now. Like,
say, "Are you available?"
I was finna say, like, you ain't called or nothing. You feel me? Like, she like, nigga, you.
Nah, that's wild. That's a wild thing to say.
You.
Let's get back.
Yeah.
So
bring it back.
We the foreplay started the club, and then once we start that conversation about all right, so yeah, we I don't directly say like, are you. If you give a woman a choice, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna say no. Are you coming back home with me? Now she got her factor. Okay, my friend gonna think this. That person gonna think this. How am I gonna get home this? Because you gave her time to think about it. So you gotta be like, yo, we about to just hop in with me.
That works sometimes.
I mean, for me it works all the time. But yeah, just roll with me right quick. Do you want the top up or you want the top down? You feeling like you need the breeze in your hair or do you what you need? Boom, boom. Okay, cool. So we got the bottles, we got the weed. We smoking on the way to the crib, so she's still getting fucked up while we on the way there. If I'm only going with one, if I'm not, then they all getting fucked up together.
Whole time?
Me, when I'm at the club.
You smoked this whole time?
Like this whole time? No, I've been sober since we've been here.
I'm saying you could pass your blood.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I didn't, because I had a lot of information I had to get to her. That was at the same time she was talking about the real estate, and I had to redirect for the women that was watching. So, but when we go to the club with Molly and them, we chiefing all night.
For sure.
Big smoke in our section. Hookahs everywhere, bottles everywhere, bad women. Y'all already know how me and Molly get down. Y'all already seen the footage.
Yeah.
So,
well, you know, and shout out to Molly World. You know, you need some bartenders at any events anytime soon. You know, I sent my resume a couple of times.
Oh, that's gonna be lit.
A couple of times.
We're gonna talk about some money soon for sure.
My booty that big or nothing, but my stomach flat like y'all be requesting and shit. Y'all know how y'all do it. But
we got a whole workout facility here. You better get them squats popping.
I do.
Okay, good.
I do. I'm in that thing. Yeah,
I be double it up. If you still feel like it's small, just double it up.
I just be talking shit.
Oh, you just talking shit?
Oh yeah. It's perfect for mine. It's no complaints.
So now we on our way to the crib. When we go to the crib, you got to peep the energy. The more that a woman is touching you is the more that she's inviting you to her body. So
that's true.
Now you say something like I'm about to get in the shower. You trying to hop in? Get in the shower. That's where the other shit lead to the other shit because now she's automatically naked. One of the hardest things you can do for a woman.
I feel like if she came home with you, you already know what the fuck going on.
But it depends. Like, some women, you know how they be acting sometimes. But with me, no, you right. But she's already made the decision just that. But she might be homeless and just trying to look for a place to stay.
You got a valid point here.
Right.
It's a lot.
I done seen some shit.
I done seen some shit.
So she might be homeless.
I done seen some shit too.
Just another tip for y'all dudes. Even if it's not in the club and the girl just came over to your crib, one of the hardest ways to get a girl naked is 1, sober, and 2, with no good music playing, 3, in a dirty area, 4, just regularly with her being fully clothed. How she come over your house, it really set the tone. If she come over in some volleyball shorts and a tank top,
I had a whole bag edition episode, like.
So you already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, based on, but the sober part, I will disagree because depending on, like, maybe she doesn't drink or smoke or anything, but depending on the energy of the or the other guy I'm talking about or the individual. Mm-hmm. You can make a person high without having any intoxicants.
I agree with you.
Like walking through the door.
I think people who don't smoke and don't drink create their own highs. So I agree with you on that.
I smoke and drink and I still create my own high.
But there you go. So you one of the ones that do all 3.
Yep.
So she.
Multifaceted.
Yeah. So now we're gonna get to the bedroom. When I'm in the bed, I pay attention to what the woman wants. Anytime that somebody asks me what's your favorite position, my favorite position is whatever that girl is best at doing. Mm-hmm. Because whatever she's best at doing, that's what we're going to be the most in sync in. So if I'm, and mind you, I've had a lot of threesomes, so I learned how to do my foreplay on a woman from women. So now I know how to, I ain't gonna give my secrets out, but you know, I know how to perform like it's, you would think that it's another woman down there, but I'm giving you masculine energy the way that I'm touching you, but I'm giving you feminine energy.
You got good, yeah.
Yeah, I know I take notes. I'm a very visual, hands-on learner. So I've literally had women that be doing this to my girl, and I'll just be sitting there like, okay, I never even thought about that. Okay, you spread that right, or you lift that. Okay, then you do that.
That a woman can pleasure a woman
better. She knows that
because she knows.
How you put better by watching a female eat pussy.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So now imagine I'm down there for however many times it take her to do what she do, about 3 or 4 times. She'll let you know with her body language when it's enough. Like, okay, I done came enough times in this position. Let's get it popping to the next. She may not be a fan of giving head, but if she is a fan of giving head, 9 times out of 10 that leads to a 69. The 69.
If you play your cards right.
What you mean if?
Because sometimes the 69 still end up leading to only one person get head, depending on who more bomb at it. Because somebody gonna stop and take a break and just
enjoy.
Just enjoy.
I can feel that.
That's all. You know.
I can feel that right there. That's a great loophole.
Yeah.
All right, I can agree with that. And then you just hop right in. Now, depending on how well you know this person, because I was gonna say you hop right into the first position, depending on what she wants to do, but you got to make sure that just be responsible. If this your first time meeting this woman, don't go in her raw. Have your condom set up in this drawer right here, or whatever y'all do. Have your lube or whatever in the drawer, whatever. Don't be weird about it. Be adult about it. That's what I say. And then also, I used to, like when I was younger, when I was like 17, 18, I didn't understand toys. But now that I'm older, that shit save a lot of energy, save a lot of time, and pleasure shit. And then, like, I done had literally just set the motherfucker there and just let it do what it do.
Hey.
And I'm just chilling. She going crazy.
Yep.
And then I didn't just put it there.
Then, you know, catch yours real quick.
Yeah.
You feel me? A wonderful night for the both of us.
Wonderful night for the both of us.
Wonderful night for the both of us.
What the fuck was I thinking back then?
Right.
That shit is beautiful.
Right.
So I'm definitely going to take one of your friends up and through there.
Yeah. You know what? So we just going to part 2 it.
Mm-hmm.
Save it for the next time.
What's the episode called again for the club? Something nasty. Yeah, something nasty.
Something nasty. Now I'm going to have Vanity 6 playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, appreciate you coming out.
I'm going to take one of her friends.
Okay, so y'all we gonna play some bet. Can we go see which one? And boy,